Hi guys, it's Belle here and I'm coming back on to do the final 2 weeks of the Margarete Miller 2022 collage challenge. So let's get started. Week 51, origami or any type of folded paper. So I have some lovely Christmas wrapping paper. Sorry if there's a shine, having to use the light. And also this paper. So I can make something with that. A herb or other fragrant plant. So let's have a look at what I've got. I've got this from a magazine, some clary sage. And I've got these cooking herbs here. Let's have a look. Something that starts with G. So again, I want to use this as a girl. An illustration. Well, this works as an illustration. Text in a language that is not your native language. So I have this out of a vintage comic and it's in French. And some washi tape. So I'm just going to use this. Hopefully you can see everything okay. I have to have the light on, so I'm feeling a little blinded. So here it is. We've got this page to work in. So I feel like I wanted, I hope that's not reflecting too badly. It's reflecting here, but I don't think it's reflecting too badly for you guys. So, hello kitty kitty. Okay, so sorry. Kitten has decided to come and join me. Find out what Mama's doing. Look, Mama. What you doing? They're not used to me filming yet, so they tend to follow me wherever I go. Let's get rid of that. Let's have a look. It's going to go like that. Kind of. Hello, Toffee Toffee. You little pretty girl. Okay, so let's get this down here. And just go for it. Toffee, people can't see because you're shadowing. Scusi, there's a pretty girl. Okay, let's get this here like that. I've got a little bit to get off on this edge. Let's just rip this bit too. So I hope you're all okay. When this goes up, it will be New Year's Eve. And yeah, I don't know what you guys are doing for New Year's Eve. I hope you have a nice one if you're celebrating. Not everyone does. We tend to just have a quiet thing at home. Here comes Sophie again. She's like, Mum, you don't normally sit up here. Because obviously I've not been crafting because it's been that time. Okay, I am going to use... Excuse me, I'm going to use double-sided sticky tape for this one. Oh my gosh. Okay. Toffs, you're going to get covered in glue if you're not careful. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, the other one's behind me just watching her sister. Tortoise shells are definitely more curious. Right, you're going to get down again, Toffee. Sorry, sweetheart. Definitely more curious. Oh no, saying that though, the other one's just jumped up on the side and is now looking, thinking, hold on, my sister was up there and Mum's up there. What is happening? So here comes Binks. Oh my gosh, I tell you. Binksy, please don't stand on this. You'll get it all over your feet. Binks. No, they're both coming. Binks, down. Okay, guys. Hello, sweetheart. Trying to film with kittens. Yep. The chaos that it has been in this household all Christmas. Okay. They do make me giggle though, these two. Let's make sure that's on camera. I'm going to leave a little border around. Okay, so we've got one thing done. I've got to get two done. All right, so I'm thinking I may cut these herbs out. Let me find some scissors and just kind of cut around them a little bit. So yeah, I hope whatever you're doing, you are just enjoying seeing the New Year's in. Said we normally have a quiet one. So we normally just play some games. There's a couple of shows we always watch that have new episodes out on New Year's Eve, like quiz shows and things. They are now chewing the paper. Okay. And then, you know, we always have a box of chocolates on the go. And watch some comedy. Love watching comedy. A good comedy, like a stand-up comedy show on New Year's Eve, or a favourite, you know. And then we watch the fireworks on the telly before doing a little tradition we have. And then to see the old year out and the new year in. When the kids were little as well, Old Father Time used to visit. So we'd have to leave a boot out by the front door for him to leave gifts in to welcome the passing of the year. But yeah, obviously they're a bit older for that now. So Old Father Time passes them on and goes somewhere else. And then, yeah, we kind of go to bed afterwards. So nothing overtly exciting, but perfect for us. So I was thinking of like having the herbs down there. Oh, gosh. Binksy, what are you doing, Binks? It is raining and dull. What a great way out to see 2022. I would expect no less after this year. Yeah. So anyway, let me know down below if there's a tradition. Also, let me know if you guys celebrate Old Father Time. It's a very old custom that, like, I did as a child, and I think it came from my dad's side of the family, and it's very rare to find anyone who actually celebrates Old Father Time. Like, I've only met a handful of people in my life who have celebrated it in the same way that we did, or have even heard of it. So yeah, anyway, I'm a bit out of practice with crafting and videoing that much with the Christmas period. Okay, and some clary sage. I quite like this because the purple here, although that's blue, like it can have bluish tones. So I'm just thinking, do I want this like over a little bit and then this here, or just put this in the middle and have this kind of popping out? And then we can put some washi and some other bits and bobs. Okay, let's... Oh, and I've still got the language. Okay, I need that washi. Thank you. Still got a language. Quite a cute little figure down here too. Maybe I'll use that. I was going to use like just some of the random words, but I don't know. That tickles me, this little illustration here. That's my washi, Binks. Thank you. Oh gosh, these girls will play with just about anything. I thought I'd got away with the fact that they hadn't climbed in our Christmas tree. And then about 4 days ago, they started to. Binks now has one of my rolls of washi, which she's going to drop down the back in her mouth. I'm just going to move those over here. Uh-oh. Now she wants them back. Binks, these are mine. Thank you. I've got them. I don't know. He kind of tickles me. I don't know where I want to put him, though. Like, I don't know. But he does kind of tickle me. And now I've done it, I don't like it. So we'll leave that. Okay, so I'm just going to get some of this book and just put it down. Right, now she's chewing the top of the glue, guys. She's chewing this. I mean, seriously. Kittens, who'd have them? Oh. So yeah, so they discovered the Christmas tree. And I've been climbing in and out of it, jumping in and out of it. Oh gosh, it's just one of those things. When you have kittens, they tend to do things like that. But I had thought, oh, we've got away with it. They've been sitting under the tree, but other than that, they've been ignoring it. So I thought, yes. And then, I haven't got my glue book, so I'm just using that. And then, no, now they've found it. Right, that is the lid of my other glue, so leave that alone, please. They're such curious little babies. And they tend to follow me wherever I go, so that's why they're now here, sitting, watching everything. Ugh. Playing with all the paper. Binksy, leave it. It's a good girl. Right, and they're knocking over the stuff for the next time. Obviously, I mean, why wouldn't they be? Oh, I gotta love them though. Got to love them. So I hope your Christmas went really well. If you celebrate, I hope you had a lovely day. We did. I have to admit, so many of us were poorly. I think I cut part off and I don't know where I cut it. Anyway, doesn't matter. So many of us were a little bit poorly, which put a bit of a dampener on the day. But we still managed to enjoy ourselves. So let me find the washi. Trying to find it all from where I've hidden it from her. Okay, I got some black and white, so let's use the black and white. But yeah, it was nice. It was nice to have everyone here, even if we all were a little poorly. It's just one of those things, isn't it? It's that time of year. So, no, don't you start eyeing it up now, Toffee. She's like, hold on, Mum. I think Binksy had those. Now you're using them, so they must be interesting. So I'm just going to sit and watch you. Are you looking at the camera, Toffs? You looking at the camera? Okay. So I'm thinking of putting some of the other bit of the page up here. I'm going to rip this. Oh. Yeah, I'm thinking of putting that up there. And we still have to put on some folded paper. Literally, can you see her? She's sitting just here watching little Toff. You sitting? No, you cannot have the glue. Oh my gosh. These girls. All right, well, I've just ripped that off too. This is what happens when you try and film and you're distracted. Oh, last video of 2022. Great job, Bill. Anyway, oh, there's the other bit of that. Why did that come off? I'm going to glue that on so it just looks a bit finished. So yeah, I hope you had a lovely one wherever you were. And that. I'm still trying to catch up on all the comments of my other videos. Thank you so much if you commented on those. This is some vegan marzipan that I found. And it is delicious. Do you know how, like, it's the first time I've ever found vegan marzipan. I was thinking of giving her a bow. That's what I'm thinking of doing. So that's what I'm going to go with. I love marzipan, but obviously not too easy to find. Are you chewing my ruler now? It's not too easy to find vegan marzipan. So when I was in this particular shop, I found not only vegan marzipan, I found vegan Turkish delight, which actually, right, stop chewing those flowers, was actually very delicious. Right, stop it. And then I managed to pick some up in the sale. I think I'm going to do a little bow like that. It's folded-ish. I managed to pick some up in the sale. And yeah, with a good date on it, so I'm able to. What are you looking at? What can you see? What can you see? So I'm going to use my vegan marzipan wrapper and call this done, because we need to get on with the next page. So it's not the best that I've ever done. Wondering if I want to put that on top. I think I do. I think that's too much of a straight line, and that, so. And this will be week 51. I apologize for the chaos, guys, but they're kittens and they're like babies, and they just like to know what's happening, and they like to be involved. Like, it's just the way it is with kittens. Right, anyway, so sorry if you couldn't see that and I was off camera. So this is week 51. So let's have a look. Origami or any type of folded paper is a bit squished, but it's folded. Anything that starts with G, girl. Herb or other fragrant plant. We've got some clary sage there and some like parsley and coriander in that here. An illustration, a text in that is not in your native language. So I've got some French and some washi tape. So that is week 51, guys. Now on to the final day. Now this one should be quicker. So we have a definition. So I have the definition for gratitude out of this vintage book. We have a postage stamp. So I actually had 3. Hold on. Yep, I've still got them. So I've got some postage stamps to put those over there. Something you are thankful for. A pair of something, and then the bonus was a photograph. So here are, I'm hoping that picks up and you can see it properly. Here are my 2 girls. And Toffee's even smelling. This is my Binksy. This is my Toffee. And obviously Toffee's here. But 1, it's a photograph. 2, it is a pair, because it's a pair of kittens. You cannot lie on my journal. I am working. And it is my something I am thankful for. And then I have a colouring book page, which actually has 2 kittens on as well. Toffee, I need that page. Toffee, don't ignore me. Don't ignore me. Let's play with the paper, Mama. Let's play with the paper. Right, sweet girl. I have to use this page. I am so sorry, because you're like, Mum, why do you keep doing this to us? So first of all, I want to just put this page down. So yeah, I found this in one of my colouring books. She's now chewing the pages of the journal. Her sister's just sitting. There's a window right here, and she's just sitting watching the raindrops. But this one's like, Mum, you're doing something. I shall be there with you. Okay, Tops, I really need this page, sweetheart. You cannot lie on it. She's going to get annoyed with me. Like, Mum, stop moving me. So yeah, so this is, I wanted to focus the last spread of the year, and it's so perfect because it says a pair and something you're grateful for in a photo, and I wanted to focus it on my new little babies. All right, so let's mark all this and see where we are at. So here and about here. So let's do this side first. Yeah, because I am very grateful. They have brought both chaos and great joy into my life. And they are just adorable. privacy. I know not everyone likes cats. Don't hit the camera, please. I'm just going to ink around this. Toffs, out of the way of the light. She's just staring at the light now. Not everyone loves cats, I understand that. But I am most definitely a cat person. Aren't I, girls? And the house just feels so full again. I mean, that's one of the things I'm extremely grateful for. We have always had at least 2, usually 3 cats in the house at one time. Have had up to 5 before. And with us losing our sweet Harley, Toffee, darling, I really do have to move you over here. With us losing our sweet Harley this year, we were left with 1 cat, our lovely Topaz, who also makes lots of appearances. Toffee, Toffs, in my videos. Yeah, so it was just feeling a bit empty, I suppose is the word. I probably feel it more now because only one of my 3. No, this is glue. You really can't have this. Only one. Hold on, guys. I need to put her down. Okay, sweet girl. There we go. As I was saying, I probably feel it more because only one of my 3 kids still lives at home. And often it's just us 2. And, well, for most of the day, it's just me and Topaz. And I don't know, a house just does not feel like a house without a cat to me. And in particular, at least 2 cats. So, they've brought me so much joy because my home just feels, it feels like a home again. It just feels full. And yes, they are a handful. But then, you know, I don't mind. So yeah, so I wanted to do this little colouring page. This one reminds me of my Topaz up there as well, because it's a little tabby cat. And so we've got that. We've got the little thing that says gratitude, what gratitude is. So I wanted to put that in there. Let's do that. It just worked perfectly. Yeah. Topaz still isn't a fan of the girls, but there we go. She's been, like, we haven't introduced any other cats for 10 years. Her and her brother were the final little kittens that we got. But she's much better with them now. She sits in the same room. She does say hello to them and occasionally bumps noses. Very occasionally if they catch her. If they catch her. Let's try and trim this because my paper cutter, I'm not sure where it is. So, yeah, she will bump noses with them. But I think it's more of just, you know, there's 2 of them and 1 of her. So sometimes she can feel a bit, it's really bothering me that that's not straight and I don't know where my guillotine is. Yeah, so I think the fact there's 2 of them and 1 of her is what kind of sets her off a little bit. Okay, so I'm thinking, because I want to see these cats, I'm going to put the girls there like that. Let's use some double-sided tape again. Yeah, but she is getting better. The girls adore her. They always want to be with her, which doesn't help because, you know, give her a space. Sorry if this is boring to you all. But these are the main focus of my conversation. It's like, I suppose, when someone has a new baby. They want to talk all about the baby. And these are my new babies. So, it is what it is. So I apologise. You can always just mute me. if you don't want to hear about the cats. But there we go. So yeah, so my topaz is getting better. We still have to feed her in a different part of the house, and we keep one room upstairs where they can't, well, they're not supposed to be upstairs anyway at the moment, but we definitely try and keep that for her, so she's got a place she can go to if she's feeling overwhelmed. She doesn't get fed with them, mainly because Toffee will eat anything, and she has a super sensitive stomach, so we can't have her keep getting poorly. So here's my Binksels and my Toffee. Gratitude. Feel like I want that down there. So yes, but other than that, I mean, she's not really fighting them or anything like that. She can be a bit, give them a bit of a telling off if they get a bit close and she doesn't want them to. But other than that, it's good. And obviously we still give her lots of love and treats, making sure she knows she is very much loved. Okay, so let's have a look. So we have definition, a piece of a colouring book page, a photograph, a pair of something, and something you are thankful for. There's also a pair of cats there. And then the last thing are postage stamps. And I had 3. Oh, there it is. And I just thought the flowers were a really nice touch because the red picks up the red here. In the picture, and then I was just going to do 2 stamps, but I don't know, normally you do things in 3s, but then this looks a bit random. I think, I don't know, let's put these down first and get these started. The girls are finally settled. Binks is still watching all the raindrops on the window. She is just such a sweet little cat. They both are. They're just, they're so sweet. Very affectionate girls. And they don't like being away from each other, you know. When I've had to give them their medicines, they have to be fed in separate rooms. And once they finish eating, they start crying to be with each other again, which is very sweet. So I'm going to put that flower there. Obviously there's a pair of flowers there. I'm wondering if I want this stamp at all. Do you know what? I don't think I do. And I know that doesn't seem like there's a lot, but that was Toffee. But follow your bliss. Oh, I've just got this on my table. And I think that would go perfectly. Follow your bliss. These are my kitties and my bliss. Yep, that's just on my table. Let's use it, guys. And then that'll be it. We will be done. We will be done. And I will be back with the first week of Margarete Miller Challenge next week of 2023. Can you believe it? Too much glue there. So yes, follow your bliss. They are my bliss. So, got some of this still. I don't know, it's just on my table, so I think I'm just using it. And we did use it on the other page, so I don't mind using it here too. And again, the polka dots, pick up the polka dots there. So that's what I'm going for. Sorry if I was off camera. Let's try and rip this. That worked well, didn't it? Okay, now we're finished. I'm leaving it. I'm leaving it. I'm leaving it. So there we go, guys. Let's have a quick look. So we have a definition, gratitude, postage stamp, something you are thankful for, a pair of something, and a pair of stamps, a piece of a colouring book, and there we go. And there are my babies. So that's it, guys. Also, I just wanted to do a very quick flip through. So let me just make sure you are in shot, and let's go back. So this is the start. If you go to week 1, in the playlist, there is a video, a proper flip through of this and an explanation to where I was inspired. Here's all my Margarete Millers. So this was week 1, which I really liked. Did some texture and some hand stitching on there. Week 2, I think this is still one of my favourites, but I think that's just because I love this image. Make sure. Week 3, week 4, this was a fun one with a hook. Week 5, it's very bright for me. Funny enough, week 6, and this was about like a room. If you wanted like a room, what would it have in it that you loved? And obviously mine had a cat in there and some books and some plants. Week 7, used a vintage photograph on that one. Week 8 with this little charm, that was quite a fun one. Week 9 was exceedingly bulky, but I did like it. This was a meaningful one, all about my grandparents. Week 10. Week 11, I did this kind of double page spread with this beautiful cutout snowflake. And we had this one. I wasn't as keen on this one, but it was fun. And that sticker was sent to me by a friend. So, you know, we had this beautiful one. This is, I think I did a lot of the blue and yellow in because of what was the war in the Ukraine and about a fragile heart. This was a lovely one. I really loved that when I got the Tim Holtz dolls. See, guys, I remember these things. This one was definitely inspired by Barbara from 49 Dragonflies because of the little crown on the fox. This was inspired, I believe, by like Agatha Christie and like the murder on the Orient Express and things like that. So that was inspired by that. Then we had this one again. I'm not that keen on this one, but this behind was gifted to me by a friend who sadly is now passed. This one was all about, well, inspired by Ireland because that's the Giant's Causeway. I love this one actually, considering it's so small. We've got Time. Again, some of these were gifted. Oh, this one, I love this one. This was completely inspired by Skunk Anansie, and this is Skin, but the band Skunk Anansie went full out. Topaz is here now, but she jumps on the table. Full out mixed media there. There is Topaz. Seriously, we have now had all 3 cats. Topaz, excuse me, sweetheart. This one with my tea that I always drink, and that made me giggle. Then I went for Steampunk, and it's actually got a penny on there. I'm just watching them both. Binksy's like, oh my gosh, the cat's up near me. Come on, Topaz, down you get. We've got this one. Oh, this one was inspired by the Rasmus, and in particular, their song on Eurovision. This little birthday picnic, so this must have been getting into July. Loved this one, did a whole kind of story idea about that one. Obviously autumn inspired there. Oh no, this was definitely a birthday inspired one because that was from my birthday card. And also you had to use your least favourite colour. My little beads. Mine was pink. And then we had one inspired by well, this was a lot of travel in this because I've got Paris and Italy, 2 of my favourite places. Oh, and this one was all about do a code. The bits missing off it, and I've used all sorts of bits from a date night and code box that we had. That was a lot of fun, that one. This one I'm still not happy with, but it is what it is. I love this one. This was from something that my daughter did, so I love that on there. It's another little fun one, just a little vintage simple one. And then this one was inspired by when I growing up in Cyprus and pelicans, and that's week 34. Lots of Greek there. And then summer, so we've got another vintage photograph there that I've put ink onto, and all the things you can do in the summer. They went really well together, those two. Loved this one for week 36 where we had to do an animal collage, and I went for full out vintage. Really love how that turned out. Great spooky Tim Holtzy one there. Oh, loved those, that one as well. And then this was a fun one, and this was in memory of the Queen passing, 19th of September 2022. But I made this fun envelope, and there's a stamp up there of the Queen. Another Halloweeny one that I really enjoyed, that I think was inspired by Jekyll and Hyde. This fun one where I made a sweetie wrapper into her skirt. Again, this is something from my daughter. So we got tea on there. Love this. This one was completely inspired by my teas that I love to drink. Even got tea bags in the back there. Another little fun one with some memories from Italy and everything. Love this. Very simple, but happy Halloween that was for. We had this fun one where I just went all colour, all blues and everything. And this one was inspired by my late grandmother. Then we just had a simple one here to do with autumn. This was, you had to use all one colour palette, and I really went out of my comfort zone and just went neutral and vintage for week 48. This was a fun one that we did recently, and this was all inspired by a shop that I love, as well as my trip to Venice. This was the other week's one where we had to do it upside down. And then obviously we have today's. So that is my journal. Look how chunky this is. I'm going to do something different for next year, which I will tell you about in the first video doing week 1. And yeah, so I apologise for the cat chaos. It is what it is. They will probably be joining me in many more videos, just like their big sister Topaz. She's not their sister, but you know, just like Topaz does. So it is what it is. It's a bit of cat chaos, guys. Thank you so much for joining me this year as I've been doing all these. I always appreciate all of your support. I hope you've enjoyed seeing what I've done. I've really enjoyed looking back through and the memories that it brings back. Remember, collage can be memory keeping, guys. And I've done a lot of that in here. And I am excited to get started on 2023's collage challenge. As always, all links will be in the description box, including to Margarete Miller's YouTube, as well as her Etsy store where you can get the new prompts, as well as to my Etsy store and my Instagram. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me throughout 2022 and watching this fun project. And I will be back very soon. Happy New Year, guys. I hope you have a great end to 2022. Next time I see you, it will be 2023. So until then, guys, thank you so much for watching. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you are having lots of crafty fun. Bye for now.